Students, today we will discuss about asexual reproduction. The first question arises that what is asexual reproduction? So students, you know that asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which a single parent is involved, or we can say that single parent capable of producing offspring is called asexual reproduction. The next term comes in asexual reproduction is clone. What is clone? Clone are offsprings which are genetically and morphologically identical to their parents. Such individuals are called clones. The asexual reproduction involves only mitosis. Only mitosis is involved in asexual reproduction. Next topic is types of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is divided into two types. First one, unicellular reproduction, and second one is multicellular reproduction. Unicellular reproduction is again of three types, that is binary fission, budding, sporulation. And multicellular reproduction is of budding, zoospores, conidia, gamules, fragmentation and regeneration. Let we discuss these types of reproduction one by one. The first one is binary fission. This is the process in which single-celled organism simply divides into two halves and each one grows into an adult. Example like amoeba and paramecium. Second one is budding. In budding process, the cell divides by unequal mitosis and a small bud is produced. The bud grows and gets detached from the parent later. Example, yeast. Next one is sporulation. This is the most important type of unicellular reproduction. In this process, multiple fission occurs and a cyst is formed due to the formation of resistant covering on each cell. Example, amoeba and plasmodium. Next one is multicellular reproduction. The first type of multicellular reproduction is budding. You all know that an extra outgrowth which emerges out from the body grows and later detaches to become a free individual. Detaches mean to separate out. Example is hydra. Next one is zoospores. Zoospores are the microscopic motile structures. Example, chlamydomonas. Next one is conidia. Conidia are microscopic non-motile structure. Example, penicillium. Next one is gamules. Gamules are internal buds made up of a mass of cells, each one of which is capable to develop into a new individual. Example is sponges, freshwater sponges. Next, fragmentation. When organism breaks into small fragments and each fragment grows into a complete organism is called fragmentation. Example is spirogyra. Last one is regeneration. Regeneration, in this process, an organ or a part of the body, only an organ or a part of the body regrows if damaged. Example, lizards, hydra, planaria. These are all examples of regeneration. Now, next, in case of plants, it is a case of these are the case of animals. Now, in case of plants, vegetative propagation is used. This term is used instead of asexual reproduction. So students, in case of plant, we use a term instead of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. There are various types of vegetative propagules. So first of all, what is vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is a method of reproduction by the plant. Example, through stem, leaves and roots. When a plant originate or a plant grows from vegetative propagules of the plant like stem, leaves and roots. These are the vegetative propagules. These are the vegetative parts. So there are types of vegetative propagules. First one is stem. तो stem and leaf and root are the vegetative parts of the plant. So in case of stem, the vegetative propagules are runner, rhizome, sucker, tuber, bulb, offset and bulbil. Now we will discuss about these types of vegetative propagules one by one. First one is runner. Runner, it is an aerial weak stem running along the surface of the soil. In this case, new buds and roots are formed at nodes. Example, doob grass and oxalis. Next one is rhizome. Rhizome are the underground stem branches growing horizontally under the surface of the soil. Example, ginger, turmeric, banana. Next one is sucker. Sucker is a shoot that arises from an adventitious bud on an underground root or underground stem. Example, mint. Next one is tuber. It is an underground swollen stem. Example, potato. Now bulb, it is an underground stem with fleshy leaves attached to it. Example is onion. Now offset, offsets are the thick fleshy stem in aquatic plants which runs horizontally to the surface of water. Example, water hyacinth. Next one is bulbil. Bulbil are the fleshy buds, act as vegetative propagule. Example is agave. Now next vegetative part is leaf, and vegetative propagules are leaf buds. Leaf buds are the buds in leaves which give out roots and stem. Example, bryophyllum. There is an important note about water hyacinth. Water hyacinth is also known as terror of Bengal. This water hyacinth is an aquatic weed. What are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow along with the useful plants. So water hyacinth is also named as terror of Bengal. It is an aquatic weed. It was introduced in India for its flowers and leaves. Due to its high rate of vegetative propagation, it becomes invasive in all water bodies. It drains oxygen from water, which leads to the death of fishes and other aquatic organisms.